Thank you for joining us today. I'm Fred Setra. I'm here with Sebastian, and we're excited to discuss a topic that is crucial for any business aiming to leverage data for strategic decisions, data cleaning. So let's start by talking about the importance of data cleaning. Sorry, we passed this before. So what is the actual importance of data cleaning? And what exactly is it? Data cleaning is the process of identifying and correcting or removing errors and inconsistencies in your data, aiming to improve its quality. So, data is a critical asset to any organization, right? So, clean data is essential for accurate analysis, informed decision making, maintaining a competitive edge. Dirty data can lead to flawed insights, misguided strategies, and even loss of revenue. For executives and data managers, understanding the impact of data quality at the bottom line is crucial. So here are a few key points that we want to talk about. So first is decision making, right? So high quality data provides the foundation for reliable insights, which in turn kind of supports sound strategic decisions. Poor data quality can lead to misleading conclusions and therefore affecting, strategic initiatives and operational effectiveness. The second one, operational efficiency. So clean data ensures that you have a smooth operation by reducing the need for manual corrections and rework. It kind of streamlines processes, enhances productivity, and reduces costs associated with data errors. And last, my favorite, customer satisfaction. So accurate data is vital for delivering personalized and timely customer experiences. It helps in understanding not only your customer, but your customer needs. It helps you predicting trends and respond effectively to market changes. So with all of that, what are some red flags that we want to look out for? And Sebastian, you can help us with that.
Yeah, thank you, Fred. So let me add something related to the key highlights. Bad data can lead to financial losses as well. So Gartner mentioned in recent reports that every year poor data quality costs the organizations millions of dollars per year. So yeah, it's quite important. Um, do we have a next slide, Fred?
Yes.
So, because we can lose money, nobody wants to do that. We want to identify as early as possible red flags in our data. So the data comes from different sources, format, frequencies, and that can lead to issues like duplicate data, missing values. So I will talk about the key red flags and how that can impact the quality of the data. So first, missing values. So any particular field that it's missing any particular value. It could be because of an error in the ingestion, or could be a manual error in the data entry. Those missing values could lead to um, unable to identify those records for any measure that you are doing with that particular field. So we either you want to filter those missing values, or sometimes you use statistics to fill those values to get a proper distribution. Next is duplicates. So when you combine multiple sources, multiple CRMs into a unified report, sometimes you get duplicate entries. So you need to look out for that. Data inconsistency, again, when you work not with a single source, but multiple sources, you need to integrate the data. Integrate the data means different ways to measure information from different systems. That means sometimes different file formats, date formats, and that you need to be aware of. Next, it's our outliers and anomalies in your data. So detect an outlier is the basic statistic analysis, and that you can do when you are working with when you're combining different sources. Identify is if one sometimes hold on, sometimes the outliers are important and you want to evaluate those. So it's good to be aware of those. And finally, frequent data correction. If you have to edit manually and systematically update the data, that's time consuming. And that means either you are, it's manual updates are error prone. So you want to look out for those red flags. Next slide, manual cleaning. Yeah. So the common challenges that the business face are high level manual cleaning, integrating data from multiple sources, and lack of standardization in the data entry. Again, following the red flags, if you are doing a manual cleaning of your data, maybe downloading an Excel spreadsheet, then uploading that takes, it's error prone, and it's not transparent for the business. And depending who is doing that manual cleaning, the outcome could be different. So that's a big risk. And next, the integration of multiple data sources. As I mentioned before, you have different criteria. Each system is built for a different purpose, and that complexity needs to be combined. And finally, the lack of standard practice or process to manage this discrepancy can lead to issues or things that are difficult to solve. And again, we scratch our head when we see that report saying, why why these values like that? So to continue, all this information we collected and we understood so far, it's great to understand more about the data cleaning and quality, but how exactly we proceed with data cleaning? Fred, do you want to answer that question?
Yes. So let's get to the good part. So what exactly do we do to proper do data cleaning process? So step one, uh, like first, you need to understand what you are trying to achieve. Like it's useful to make a list of existing like data quality issues that your organization is currently facing and how they're impacting your revenue and other KPIs. Um, Step number two is to identify the key data points that are essential for your analysis. This could include like customer names, addresses, purchases, purchase history, and any other type of relevant information. Knowing what data you need aligned with the first step ensures that you focus your cleaning efforts on the most critical areas first. Um, Step number three, start adding in your data. So check for inconsistencies, missing values, duplicates, all the red flags that Sebastian had brought us. Data profiling goes a long way. It helps you understand the quality and structure of your data. Step number four, check and start fixing for missing values. You can use like any data visualization tool or basic statistical summaries to check for missing values, or any of the tools that we are going to mention later here on this webinar. Missing data can significantly impact your analysis as a whole, and you should be careful when deciding on which strategy you're going to use to fix this. You can remove records with missing values. You can input missing values using statistical methods, or a combination of both, depending on the context of your data. For numerical data, you can try using like mean, median, or mode. For categorical data, you can use like the most frequent category or a placeholder. There are some other advanced methods as well, like regression imputation or machine learning algorithms that can also be employed for accurate results, but more complex. Step number five, resolve the duplicates. So you need to decide also how you want to handle based on your business rules. You can merge records, you can keep the most recent, you can complete a record, or take it away, manually review, decide what's best to apply for that particular subset. And step number 6, ensure all data has a consistent format. Standard dates, addresses, phone numbers, and any other key fields. So this is crucial for keeping the data integrity across all systems and departments. And step number 7, monitor and maintain data quality by applying regular data audits, which means that you can identify and address any type of issue that comes before it accumulates, and you go full circle on the process. So you keep a monitor, you can then apply any other of those processes to clean up and keep a consistent data set across any data that you want. So with all of that, like, what exactly are the tools that we can use to address this and follow those steps? And Sebastian, you can take it away.
Yeah, there are many tools in the market that can clean the data and ensure a high quality of. So the tools we have a range from open source. Open source are a really great option to start exploring your data and cleaning the data. Also commercial ones that are been in the market for many years and really reliable as well. So it depends on your business and the volume of the data that you're trying to clean up. It will you can use one or the other. High level on the open source side, OpenRefine is a really great tool. You can cluster specific columns. So if again trying to remove duplicates with really interesting feature and really visual. OpenRefine is quite visual. There are and in my experience, it works really well. But again, it's an open source tool, runs on your computer, so it depends on the volume of your data. It could work up to a level. On the other hand, Pandas, if anyone work here with data analysis, Pandas is a great tool, runs on Python. You can clean up your data, you can do analysis on your data, even you can do machine learning with your data using Pandas. Again, Pandas as a foundation, then you can add more Python libraries. Challenge with Pandas, you need to write your own code. You can use ChatGPT, of course. But yeah, it's powerful and you can run on bigger, larger servers. So again, you can scale more with Pandas than OpenRefine. In the commercial side of software, Alteryx, Informatica, and a long list of commercial products in the market. All of these tools provide a really low code experience. So drag and drop, and you can select. You can connect with your data using different plugins. If your data is in a database or flat files in any cloud provider, you can connect with any of these tools. Even though what is important and interesting is that once you establish your data quality metrics, these two will track over time. So let's say you want to know how many missing values your data is getting per day. So each day, this tool will collect that data and provide out-of-the-box reports to track and have a governance over your data. And again, I invite everyone to test the open source. It's free. The commercial ones, they start with a free tier, many of them. So you can register and start playing with them. Make sure that it fits your need. So with these tools and quality in mind, what do we do with the data that we maybe don't use anymore, Fred?
Yeah, let's talk about archiving. This is a subject that I don't see it people talking a lot, even inside companies itself. And because everyone is so focused on, data lake and get the most data that you want all the time, but we got to think of the systems as well. So archiving, let's know a little bit about when and how to archive data in our systems. So you should archive data that is no longer actively used. That will lead you to maintain your data quality and ensure compliance with regulations. So let's talk about a couple of guidelines here. So first, identify the obsolete data. So I really determine which data is no longer relevant and actively used in any business process that you have. This could include like old transaction records, outdated customer information, or any historical data that has been like superseded by most recent ones. Then you need to evaluate like your data retention policies, and this is really important. So you need to align your archiving with legal, regulatory, and business requirements. Ensure that you know how long you need to retain different types of data and under what conditions. You need to select an archival method. So you need to choose like appropriate storage solutions for long-term retention. This could mean like you can use cloud storage, you can use external hard drives. Most of the cloud providers already have something like cold storage that is cheaper, that you can store that and retrieve, not as fast. But you can use all of that, or any specialized data archiving system as well. So make sure that when you choose a method, that it is secure and reliable. And you have to document your archive process. Keeping a detailed record of what data has been archived or purged from your system, where is it stored, and how you can retrieve it goes a long way, and it is needed. This documentation will help you manage and access this archive data more efficiently. So why, actually? So let's talk a little bit about why archiving is also important. First of all, you reduce clutter. So archiving obsolete data helps you keep your active systems and database streamlined and manageable. This makes it easier to maintain like high data quality in your day-to-day operations. You also enhance performance. So by removing outdated records from your active systems, you can improve your system performance and reduce the load on your data management infrastructure, as well as lower your cost. You need to ensure compliance. Proper archiving helps you meet legal and regulatory requirements for data retention, avoiding potential fines and legal issues as well. And you need to, and also helps you to protect your data integrity, which means that archiving kind of safeguards historical data while maintaining the quality of your current data. So this ensures that you have like reliable historical records without compromising the accuracy of your active database. All that is good, but what about AI, right? So why is it that clean data is essential for leveraging generative AI? So clean data is crucial for any organization, as we talk about, but specifically for generative AI as well, or any type of AI. Generative AI models, such as those like for content creation, customer interaction, and predictive analytics, for example, depend heavily on the quality of the input data. Basically, garbage in is garbage out. So we should be careful with that. In order to produce and accurate and meaningful results. So first of all, you need things that get better with data when you're working with AI as well. You improve your accuracy. So clean data ensures the models are trained and accurate with relevant information. It doesn't get anything bad in the data set that you're using, and that leads to more precise predictions and outputs. You have bias reduction. So data cleaning kind of helps you identify and correct biases in the training data. This is particularly important for AI models to produce fair and unbiased result, which is something that is really hard to achieve when doing AI modeling, and is critical for any decision-making process. We also have enhanced model performance. So high quality data improves the overall performance of generative AI models. Clean data kind of reduces the noise and any inconsistency that can confuse the model. So it leads to better learning, which improve the next point. It automatically makes it more efficient to train the models. So it kind of accelerates the training process of AI models by reducing the need for extensive pre-processing. You already took care of that while doing your data cleaning. This kind of allows data scientists and any AI practitioner to focus on refining the model instead of cleaning the data. And you get more reliable insights as well. So if you use Gen AI to business insights, forecasting strategies, you do rely on the integrity of your input data. So, having a clean data ensures that any AI generated insights or metrics are trustworthy and actionable. And also customer interaction. So AI models to handle customer interactions, such as chatbots or virtual assistants, clean data ensures that the responses generated are coherent and contextually accurate, and of course relevant. This leads to improved customer satisfaction and better engagement. So, Sebastian, let's talk about a couple of examples of how to understand the impact of clean data.
Yeah, yeah. Back in my days when I was a data scientist, yeah, I love clean data. Never happened, but so talking about chatbots, I do have a story here. Past experience with on a large company that used chatbots for customer support. Let's just imagine like a couple of millions of customers in the telecommunication area. And the analytics team was consuming the logs from the chatbots. Again, not ChatGPT. We're talking the previous generation of chatbot. And again, intelligent enough to provide customer support and provide relevant information to customers. So we use the log to track basic metrics. How many people reach the chatbot? How many people solve the issue with the chatbot with the functionality? Maybe you want to see a specific information, the chatbot provides that. And of how many people, how many conversations were created, right? So you have like a conversation start and end date, and then a survey. And if anything, well, everything was working fine, but from one day to the other, one particular metric outlier, right? So from starting today, the metric went to the roof, and we start asking why, what happened. After some digging and again exploratory analysis, and then asking the production guys, hey, did you do something? Yeah, we start using the same channel, the same chatbot for publicity, for outbound reach to the customer. Say, okay, that makes a different type of analysis, and then we need to clean the data, split what is inbound demand versus outbound demand. So not only the tools give us the opportunity to capture the quality of the data, but also ask the business, hey, did something change in the business? Because the data is showing something that is again a trend that was not the one that we expected. So with that, again, that was an interesting experience, true story. I think, I don't know, Fred, do you have any other story to share?
Yes. So I'll talk about some contact data consolidation, and I figured like this example applies to many other use cases. So this large company with a lot of contact data coming from multiple sources wanted to consolidate everything into one fact table. So they initiated the consolidation without really looking at the data as it came by. So once the strategy for modeling this consolidation was ready and development began, a lot of issues were presented in the final table. So, you have duplicated records, missing records, incomplete data, the whole 9 yards that Sebastian said it was happening in this. So even after some cleanup that they did after the ingestion, there was still some inconsistencies, mainly because the business was not aware of what it needed in the time of the ingestion. So ingestion, when the data came, everyone was happy that the data was there, but we don't really know how to use it. This perspective, like that, drastically changed. and requiring a more reliable data, which kind of fooled this project. So they needed a spring cleaning, and they so ingested data started to normalize. They started normalize some formats, putting some standards in place. And while doing this, they figured that one of the sources had absolute incorrect data, which at source. So data was so bad that they decided it was best not to have that source and work with the others than trying to clean that up. So this is one of the cases that, I mean, when you have to look case by case, not only like you not only need to clean up, but also understand your data, and you can decide what's useful and what is not. So maybe we can summarize all this talking so far. Yeah, let's wrap up. So here are some key points from this webinar. First is the importance of data cleaning, right? We talk about how clean data is essential for accurate analysis and informed decision making. Dirty data can lead to flawed insights and lost revenue. Common data quality issues. Sebastian pointed out for missing values, duplicates, inconsistencies, and outliers. So address those earlier helps you keep your data quality. Challenges in data management. So, of course, manual cleaning, integrating multiple sources, lack of a standard entry practice, all of those are challenges that every business faces. So tackling those is vital for high quality data. We talk about the steps for data cleaning, following a structure, how to follow a structured approach, understand your goals, identify the key data points, audit your data, address those missing values, duplicates all those problems, ensure consistency, and maintain an ongoing quality through regular audits, closing the circle. Sebastian brought us a couple of tools and resources like OpenRefine, Pandas, as in the open source spectrum. And for commercial tools, we talk about Authorix and Informatica that offers a more comprehensive solution for data management as well. We talk about archiving data, properly archiving obsolete data helps you keep your data quality as well, enhances performance, ensure compliance, and protect data integrity. And of course, we talk about how clean data enhances the use of Gen AI. We talk about, the improvements on accuracy of AI models, how we can reduce bias, accelerate training, and ensure reliable insights and customer interaction. That was all for our webinar today. So thank you for joining. I hope you found this session helpful, and I think we can open the floor for some Q&A.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. So folks, anybody who is comfortable appearing on camera and asking your question, please do so. We'll give people comfortable on camera an opportunity, and then we'll stop recording for those that do not want to be on camera. So any questions for anybody? Any questions for Fred or Sebastian?
Radio silence.
So what we're going to do is we're going to stop recording, and then you can ask your questions without the recording. So let me stop it now.
Just one thing I forgot.
Yes, go
ahead. We're
going
to make the deck available for everyone, so you can look at it, review it, and there's some links from Blue Orange that we think will be useful for everyone. So, any feedback is well appreciated. So all that is, that was the last thing. Thank you.